There you go. Guess what? I'm in my car, I'm going home. What I've got some gluten-free choco dessert mousse. Nom 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 nom. I'm not going to have it when I get home because it'll keep me awake for about 14 hours. Anyway, setting off home. So where are we going to go? Well, we're going to go places that we do. God, it's warm. It's really warm. 9 degrees. Oh, hi Jack, no real names. So yeah, it's good, innit? Turn this light off, to be fair, because I need to turn that round and then turn that off. And there you go. So we're going to go for a little drive. Because apparently, someone spoke to me today and said, "I like your drives." I'm like, really? What's wrong with you? They're really quite dull, except when things go wrong, in which case they're quite exciting. Like when I get lost. Or some idiot pulls out in front of me. Or all the above. Well, technically there's only 2 there, but you know what I mean. So, yeah. Isn't that a lovely building? It's beautiful, that, isn't it? Oh. So I won't be able to pay much attention to any writing that you do, mainly due to the fact that, well, I'm driving, and I can't be reading and driving. It's very bad for you. Puts hairs on your chest, and I've got plenty as it is, so I don't need any more of them. So let's get going to Wigan-ish. It's a bit wet. Yep, thank you. It's all right, mate. You had right away because you were already in the gap before I got there. Ergo, it's fine. The building, look, it's got 2 floors. It hasn't got 2 floors. It's got one. Well, it has got 2 floors, but the other floor is underneath the pavement. It's like they've chopped a top floor off it and then put that horrible stuff on the top of it. It's very weird. Anyway, these familiar traffic lights again. We know these well. I know them so well. My favourite chip shop is on the right. You can't see it, but it's called the Battered Friar, and it's always been called a Battered Friar, even when I was little. And its logo is Fry, which is like a monk, a bit like Friar Tuck, exactly like Friar Tuck, to be fair. Out of Robin Hood. Robin Hood, Robin Hood, riding through the glen. Robin Hood, with his band of men. Loved by the rich, loved by the poor. Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood. Yeah, they shine bright. Oof. They shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright tonight. I wouldn't like to walk down this road though. There's a lad there walking down the road on his mobile phone. I wouldn't want to be doing that, to be fair. Not around here. Because it's a very long, very dark road. It looks a lot brighter on camera than it actually is. In fact, if anything, it's quite... outside looks like it's lit up. It's not. So the camera's picking up a hell of a lot of stuff. Person walking the other way. I wonder if they like acknowledge each other or mug each other or whatever. I don't know. What do people do when they meet on a dark way? Hello, Matthew Ashcroft. Can't really read, mate, as I'm driving, and I can't read and drive. But you can feel free to talk to Matthew, Jack, and Jack talk to Matthew, and if Toff's there, you can join in as well, and you can have a lovely chat about what you see, which is basically, at the moment, Victorian industrial mills and warehouses and factories and stuff. We're in Duckingfield, which is in Greater Manchester. Well, it's Tameside, which is technically nearly part of Greater Manchester, almost. And we're driving down one of the back roads that I know so well. It's just, there's no traffic on it, and it just cuts out loads and loads of traffic lights and roundabouts and stuff like that, so it's a really quick way. What I will do is, I'll give you the option, because I'm not in any great rush to get home tonight, so we can either go the quick way on the motorway, and then I'll go on F1 or whatever. Or we can go the slow way and go through Manchester. The choice is yours. But tell me when I'm at traffic lights. Say quick way, it'll still be 40 minutes. But I've got 4.9 gig of data, so I'm not in any. The battery might run out, but I did charge the phone up before it came out, so we might be alright for about an hour or so. But I'm not going the way I went last time because I got very lost. I had to get lost in Manchester, it's unbelievable. How low can you go? Low bridge. So have a quick look on the camera and it looks like it's daytime. And it's just so not. Oh, that's bad news. These lights have just changed. Going to be stuck here for about 5 minutes. What are we on? We're on 6 minutes. See what time we're on when they change. So what are we thinking then? Are we thinking motorway? Or are we thinking let's go through Manchester? Oh, someone's left. Apologies. That was boring. Nothing's going to happen until that bus there goes. 237, they've shrunk in size. That used to be one of the big buses. Motorway, that's quick. That's a quick way. Kind of tempted to could do a bit of both. Go through Manchester and come out the motorway. So it's a minute. I've been sat here for a minute. Does feel longer. Snip might come on in a bit. You say motorway too, but motorways are boring. Unless I go the other way around the motorway. I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. I could go the M60, then jump on the M61. No, the M62. Then got on the M6. Go that way around. Boss Yem. Number plate on that car. He's a boss. Give me a rope, I'm coming through. So we'll go on the opposites. Normally we go anti-clockwise. Going home, we'll go clockwise today. But we'll come off differently, and then we'll go a different route. So we'll come off at Pemberton, or we might even come off at Goose Green yet. I haven't decided. Like I said in one of my videos, I think it was a Peak District one. There's a time warp Peak to Goose Green, which is a part of Wigan, but if it goes really wrong, it could be the Falkland Islands. With my false laugh. Give me a rope, I'm coming through. I like that I think you're crazy like me. Does that make me a fool? I like to think that you're lonely like me. I could be lonely with you. Sorry. Do apologise. If I get a copyright strike for that, I'll be impressed and annoyed at the same time. These are my people, these are my friends. Someone's left. Someone doesn't like my singing. Oh dear. Go the back. Yeah, I've stopped singing now. Sorry. Right, this is where we get on the motorway. Oh, follow that white car. Follow the boss man. So we're going clockwise. I don't think I've been on this. Well, I think I might have been this way a couple of times, but not very often. So this will take us over the past the Trafford Centre. I like to think that you're crazy like me. Thanks for that, mate. KJ. Oh, then you pull out. Absolute KJ. So this is the M60 clockwise, junction 24. I think this is a junction where I normally come on when I go the long way round. Oh, we go through Stockport as well this way. I quite like driving through Stockport, it's quite cool. It's got that massive viaduct with the train lines on it. Oh, hey up. I know. I saw lots of flashing lights, and it was just the traffic lights on the hill changing colour. Absolutely no one behind me. Yeah, this is where I normally come on. And I go the back way through Hyde. I should do that one day. I'll drive through Hyde one day and see how much that has changed, because I've not driven through Hyde for, well, without really noticing, for about 20 years. I'll do a Let's Visit Hyde as well, because, yeah. So you can talk amongst yourselves. Jack's quite chatty if you want to chat with Jack. Oh, this is 50. Why is this 50? I don't know. I'll go behind here. I'll go behind this lot again. Oh, it's the one of my favourite bridges of all time is on this little bit of motorway here. And you might be able to see it because weirdly the camera is picking up much more light than there actually is, but it's a big steel girder bridge which is just the other side of this motorway sign. And yeah, there it is. It's massive. And they built it when they built this motorway for a railway line, and then they shut the railway line down. I think now it's used for trams though, so I think it's still back in use again. But yeah, brilliant motorway though, brilliant bridge. And we're coming into Stockport now, home of the famous Stockport County Football Club. Ironic really, because Stockport isn't a county or a football club. Right, that's the end of the 50-mile-an-hour thing. To be fair, I didn't get overtaken either, so everyone obviously... I might stream games later. Everyone seems to be... depends what time I get... Well, yeah, I'll stream games later. Like that I think you're crazy like me. Does that make me a fool? I like to think that you're lonely like me. I could be lonely with you. These are my people. These are my friends. Our friends. Anyone see any bus people? Right, so this is Stockport, home of well, shops in Stockport. They're all here. All the shops in Stockport are in this area. Building on the right, you can see lit up there, is a big Tesco. And then everything on the left is the shopping centres and everything they built in the 70s and 60s after the airplane crash in Stockport. Because this is on the runway approach for Manchester Airport. And then we're coming to the amazing viaduct, which is absolutely brilliant. I love this viaduct. Again, I don't know what you can see now, but this motorway was cut through basically the side of a cliff as Red Rock Shopping Centre. Don't know why we're going so slowly. Anyway, we're all doing 50 here for no apparent reason. No, I can't get out because cars are overtaking. There we go. Here's the viaduct anyway. Isn't it lovely? It's beautiful. Built by Victorians. And then I don't think we'll see, but on the left is what used to be the Co-op building. I don't know whether it still is or not, which is a pyramid. Lit up in blue. It used to be a lot brighter than that. And that's quite a stunning building as well. I need to do some Let's Visits. Put one up recently, which was Market Harborough. But I need to do some northwest ones again, I think. Stockport is a prime one. Obviously we've got Crewe lined up as well. Right, that was Stockport. That was exciting, wasn't it? Taxi driver, what's he doing? He's very close to the car in front. So we're now coming round to the Trafford Centre, which is also Eccles, and there's the other place around here as well I can never remember the name of. Cheadle and Wilmslow as well, yeah. So I also think the M56 is around here as well, but we're not going on that today. That takes you to Manchester Airport. We don't need to do anything there. There you go, there are the signs for the M56. Used to be the way I drove home before I realised it was much quicker going the other way around. See the Trafford Centre or not, just know it's show up because the way the road bends around it. I think it's a little way off yet as well. And then we've got Barton Bridge, which goes over the Manchester Ship Canal, and we've got what's it called, ice zone or snow zone or whatever it's called. It's not a place I've ever been. Who wants to go somewhere where you literally freeze your bits off? Even in summertime, I'd sooner be sweating than having my bits falling off with frostbite. I don't know what junction that is because the light shone right in my eyes when I looked at it. Five. So we've obviously passed junction 1 somewhere back there. Doing a nice steady 70 miles an hour. Very light traffic, to be fair. That's Didsbury. Another part of Manchester. Junction 6 for sale. There's always a sale on the M60. A sale on the M60. Yeah. One of them horrible Chevron, no, Chrysler cars. They're horrid, them cars. Really don't like them a lot. I thought he was going to pull out then, but he didn't. So what we got? We've got, oh, we're alright yet. We've not passed the traffic centre yet, have we? So we've got a way to go yet. Some stunning bridges going over here, footbridges, which are amazing. They are massive. Massive! So that's the exit for sale. Big white footbridges. Loads of the wires on them. I don't know what they call them. There's another junction there. Can't see what it is because it's just a slip road thing. That's one of the big bridges. There's quite a few because this at the moment is, to our left, the other side of the barrier is a 3-lane motorway. This is a 3-lane motorway. On the other side of the barrier, coming the opposite direction, is a 3-lane motorway. The other side of that barrier, on the other side of the motorway, is a 3-lane motorway. So this is 6 lanes of motorway, which is one of very few places. Now there's 7 lanes going this way. Admitted there's things in between them, but still, it's a hell of a lot of tarmac. Look at it. Now it's gone down to a 5-lane motorway going this way. Another massive bridge coming up, footbridge, huge. It'll take you a week to walk over that. And then they turn all the lights out, brilliant. Everything on this motorway is massive. Except for my car, obviously. So truly along very nicely, 70 miles an hour. So I think now we're coming towards the Trafford Centre. Could be wrong, I don't normally come this way. Yeah, Trafford Park and Urmston. What a lovely name Urmston's got. I've already thought of a let's visit joke for that one. So, we're in Urmston, Trafford Park and Urmston. We're not coming off there, there's some nice flats. I can't believe when I look at the camera how lit up the sky is when I look at it with my naked eye. Well, my eyes aren't naked. Oh, there's the traffic centre all lit up. But can you see it? It's pitch black. Because it's all lit up for Christmas. It's on the right side, like a dome. So as they're concentrating on the road to see whether you can see it or not. But anyway, that was the traffic centre, which means we're now going to go over Barton Bridge. Not so many lorries on the road today. Oh, there's that ice place thing lit up in blue. Oh, it's called Beyond now. Somebody went bust and someone's bought it out. Don't know. Other cars get out the thing. So this is Barton Bridge. There's also a little airport around here as well called Barton Aerodrome, where if you have a helicopter or a private plane, you can land it there and store it there as well for a fee. So as you come over Barton Bridge, come down the other side. We're now in Earlham and then we've got the M62 for Liverpool and Warrington, so we're going to stay in this lane now because we're coming off for that junction. M62. It's been a while since I've been this way home, so it's like a longer way home, but I think it's more fun when you're driving on normal roads rather than the motorway. I think the motorway can be a little bit boring. Jeepers, he's doing about 20 mile an hour. Now he's pulled out. Oh. Right, so where are we going here? M62. Okay. I thought it was the next junction, not this one, but anyway, there we go. Jesus. M62. It's quite dark here. It's been a while since I've been this way. Right, so we're now on the M62. I think it's a 50 mile an hour speed limit, so we'll abide with that for now. Yep, 50 mile an hour. So they're making this into a smart motorway as well. Probably do with it, to be fair. So we're going to drive on the hard shoulder now. We're allowed to, don't worry. Car barreling down behind me, but he's, well, I say barreling down, he's gaining me very, very slowly, but I'm doing just under 50 anyway. I'm just staying behind these guys. So this guy probably is doing 50. I'm doing 45 now, which is a bit slow, to be fair. What lane's he in? He's in the second lane, so I'll have to slow down, let him pass. Adverse camber, this sign means. Oh, doesn't it? It means soft verge. So you've got any friends called Virgil and the soft? He's got his own sign. Yeah, we can do 50. I don't know why people are doing 40. So I think here they're actually taking out the central reservation and putting in the concrete ones. As they do that. This is quite a long set of roadworks. under 50 miles an hour. As well took him behind this lorry, to be fair. That way I can slipstream him. Not really. So we're slipstreaming this lorry. Camera makes it look like it's miles away. It's not. It's literally about 20 meters in front of me. I'm doing 50 miles an hour. It's a 50 mile an hour zone, just to let you know. Spot the naughty person. Is that the end of the roadworks? Nobody knows. Oh, it's a petrol tanker. To be fair, this is the way to get to the oh, what's it called? The place where they do all the oil and everything. You know, that place. Ellesmere Port, thank you. Even though there's no one watching at this exact moment. So it's not surprising there's lots of petrol tankers driving up and down this motorway. Remember, I'm doing 50 in a 50 mile an hour zone. Hashtag just saying. These road markings are not very good either. It is very, 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 very dark. If I remember rightly, around here there's some, we're in Cheshire, and there's a nice turn off for somewhere very nice. His name escapes me. Oh, we'll go down to one lane soon. Oh no, we don't, still three, I'm sorry. Ignore me. So I'm doing bang on 50. This could be a KJ. Pull straight in front of me, and then probably come off at this junction. No, he's not doing that. Okay. I'll let him off. He's still speeding though, because I'm doing 50. So he must be doing about 55. I don't know what I'm driving over, it's making a horrible rumbly noise. So that's Warrington East and Birchwood. Birchwood is one of the first out-of-town retail shopping centres, along with Milton Keynes, of which I will do a Let's Visit, because I started filming there in 1989. So I need to finish that video off, but I'll do it next year when the weather's a bit nicer. So I'm still doing 50 mile an hour. That car in front of me is obviously going a little bit faster, but he's doing about 51, so I'll let him off. I'm getting overtaken by a lorry now, which I never like. I'll slow down and let him past. Because we're going very similar speeds, and lorries overtaking are not my favouriteest thing in the world. So I'll slow down to 45. And then I'll let him in if he wants to come in. It's up to him. No, he doesn't want to come in, but I did flash him. White van man. A bit dented, the white van man, and a bit dirty as well, but I can't say anything. My car gets washed once a decade, whether it needs it or not. M60. M6 North. Oh, they've changed this. It used to be separate junctions. Another articulated lorry. I think it's the tanker I overtook before. Oh, a bit wavy there. Let's just double check what's going on with this road sign here. Where are we going? M6 North, yeah, that's what we want. Oh. Hang on a minute. They want M6 North, not M6 South. I don't end up going to blinking don't know where. Somewhere I don't want to go. Oh, there we go. That was a bit pointless, wasn't it? Anyway, the good news is we're off the dark and dreary M62. We've now got 70 mile an hour speed limit. I wouldn't mind that road that we've just had to come off to come back on again is right there next to me, and I could easily have come over. So me and the car in front did exactly the same thing there. We got caught out by that. Now this is a very long right-hand turn. And when I say very long, I mean very long. But hang on a minute. Now it's a left-hand turn. A very long left-hand turn. You know, well, if you're of a certain age and you go around to your mates and they've got a lot of scale electric and they put a massive straight on it that's, you know, longer than the living room, goes into the garden or whatever, they always put massive corners on to use all the corners up to make it all match up again because they haven't got enough straight bits. I think that's what they did when they built this, because this is a massive left-hand turn, and then guess what? It's another massive right-hand turn. I don't know why we're doing 50 mile an hour. We could do 70 here, but anyway, let's just go with it. All that car's like jumping lanes, doesn't he, a little bit? So go around here. A nice another long right-hand turn. Then it straightens up a little bit. We're all accelerating now because we're now going on the M6, and the M6 is going to take us over. Oh no, not Thirlwall Viaduct is behind me, I think. Is it behind me? Yeah, it is. So it's just going to take us straight into Wigan, this. There was a Scooby, that's why it was so weird at driving. Scooby drivers all think they're Colin McRae or something. So there's Newtown and Lee exits. So we're on the M6 northbound now. We're going to come over the East Lancashire Road, the A580. So to be fair, everyone's been pretty good today. As soon as I'm going to turn the cameras off, everyone turns into a complete KJ. steady 70 miles an hour. As we come round to the East Lancashire turn off, but we go over a flyover the top of it. Should be lit up as well, I would have thought, not with it being a junction and all that. I do agree with them turning the lights off though, on the motorways. I think it's a good idea because, let's be honest, it just wastes electricity. You can still see where you're going. That's what your headlamps are for. And if your headlamps don't work, follow an articulated lorry. That's a joke, by the way. Articulated lorries are too slow. That's Hermes. Only full of late presents for people who bought them on Amazon or eBay. What's that one? That's B&M's. So it's full of tat and out-of-date food, allegedly. Okay, nearly out-of-date food. There you go. Their shops always smell funny though when you go into a B&M's. I don't know what it is, but they have this weird odour. It's like old people wee kind of smell. Is it just me? It might be me who causes the smell. I don't know who that one is. I think it's just some kind of random place. So here we go. Turn the lights on here. Notice the lights here are white LED lights. Very bright compared to the orange lights that we've got. Might be able to see the garage down there at the bottom lit up. The lights around it. And I've been driving back from London sometimes. I've been so pleased to see that. I know I'm not doing a drive from London. My battery would be wrecked, my data would be wrecked. So the bright lights that are the LEDs, and then these lights, which are still bright, but they're not as effective. The old orange fluorescent lights, or whatever they're called. Angry BMW driver, but at least he's pulling into my lane, which is good. I shall let him off for that. So to be fair, it's been a similar kind of length of journey that it would have been going the other way. Which is a bit bonkers if you think about it, because I think I've driven more miles and at slower speed. So how does that work? Whoa, that lorry's going all over the place. I'll give him a bit of extra space because I don't trust him. That lorry went onto the hard shoulder then. That was the Ashton and Makerfield junction, which is really annoying because you can only go on if you're going southbound and come on the motorway. You can only go off the motorway if you're going southbound and come on the motorway if you're going northbound. But then that balances off from the next junction, which is the other way around. So sometimes you have to go off the junction, turn round a roundabout at the end of it, and then come back on the motorway to get off at the junction you want. We're coming off at this one. This is going to bring us off at the top end of Wigan. Again, decent little road this bit. It's quite a trek to the roundabout and the A roads, but it's quite a nice little run. You can choose to do it at different speeds if you want. Like this guy who's doing it at 40, I think. It's all well and good if you want to do it that speed. I was going to do it at 70, thank you very much. Still on a motorway, so it's still fine. there's a roundabout with a massive weird kind of sculpture thing on it. I think, if I remember rightly, I think it's something to do with the rugby. Being in Wigan, it would make sense being a rugby statue, but I don't think you'll see it because I don't think it's illuminated at night. That car I overtook, by the way, I can't even see him behind me. So I'm glad I didn't stay behind him. No, it's not even illuminated, so you can't see that at all. It's very nice. And welcome to Wigan. I had a job where I'd go visiting houses in Wales, and they go, "You're not from round here, are you?" "No, I'm from Wigan." And they go, "Ah, Wigan." So that's how they say Wigan in Wales. Wigan. So hello to Wayne, who's working in there at the moment, Brewers Fair. He's a guy who bought me the weird presents. And I bought him the weird presents as well, so it's fine. We don't have big families, so we just buy each other crap presents and we got something to open on Christmas. If you've seen that video, I do apologise for the well, just for it completely. Me opening my presents in bed. Yeah, that was, oh well. Good acting at the beginning though, I think. I should be good enough to get myself on as a bad guy on Hollyoaks, something like that. Just kill half the cast off, it'll be fine. No, Mrs. Mushroom, I'm a nice person. Yeah, I don't know whether there's a Mrs. Mushroom in the Hollyoaks, so I don't really watch it. Oh, he's got one of them silly noisy things to make your car sound like it's super powerful, but it's a little 1.1 car, so... Oh, bless. It's on the window so we can hear it. So the next traffic lights change to red. Come on, I want to hear him set off. No. Oh, gutted. See, most cars that sound like that, it's because their exhaust is knackered. It's not because they're cool or anything. We're going to leave him to it. He's going off that way, we're going off this way. I like that I think you're crazy like me. Does that make me a fool? I like to think that you're lonely like me. I could be lonely with you. On this road in particular. I like that you're broken like me. It's nice. Lovely, this, isn't it? You'll believe we're like 2 minutes away from the centre of Wigan. Oh yeah. So then, live streaming in a bit when I get in, get myself sorted, get changed, sort the cat out. Do I live stream that horror game thing, or whatever the hell it is, the robots, or do I stream some more F1? I haven't decided yet. What time is it? 10:30. Yeah, we've got at least 2 hours or 3 hours. I could do both, to be fair. Stream an hour in F1 2018, and then stream an hour of to the one. But by the time I get in, I'll get something to eat and do what I need to do. It might be a bit later than that. See, now that sounds like it's knackered. And he's driving forwards, he's got his reverse lights on. That's brilliant. Sounds like a tank. And he's got his reverse lights on. You can see that from there. I don't think you can. It's too far away. But he's got his reverse lights on. Even though he's clearly driving forwards. Oh, hey up. Oh, now they've gone. They flashed and now they've gone off. Oh. Talking of KJs, there's one in that house on the right there. This is a very, very long road to walk down when you're absolutely smashed out your head. Literally. But when I walk down here when I'm smashed out my head, I kind of rub my hands on every single windowsill on whichever side I'm on. And I have no idea why, but it must really annoy the people in the house because they must hear it. Oh, it's that drunk sod again. Although I've not done it for about 5 years, so I think they'll be alright now. There's probably different people living in the houses. I'll have to start all over again, won't I? But yeah, this is an extraordinarily long road. 5 hours later, and he's still walking down the road. Smashed. I say smashed, I've usually had about 3 pints. I'm a lightweight. Right, we could go straight ahead, but let's go left. Little, complete darkness. I think they left a little light on, wouldn't you? And this is the back reaches of Pemberton, district of Wigan. Quite tight round here. Just do that so if anyone coming the other way they know I'm coming. It's a very tight corner. There was once a little kid tied to a lamppost round here in the summer in a pair of shorts, and the girls had tied him to a lamppost and then they ran off as I'm driving past them like, what the hell? Only in Wigan, eh? They must have seen 50 Shades of Grey something earlier, I don't know. So we come round here. And this brings us out at the top of Pemberton. Nice little roundabout. Pemb tyres on the right. Now. Labour Club. In your roundabout. KFC that was the only KFC in Wigan for a while. I wasn't overly keen on going there because the tables were sticky, but it was the only KFC in Wigan, so you had no choice really. Hey, don't slow down, mate. Just pull out of that corner. Good job I wasn't speeding. Right, there's a road here on the left called Bell Lane. Always makes me laugh. Don't know why. I'm laughing now. I'm burping as well. I always burp when I laugh. And there we go. The end of the drive, 54 minutes. So it took about 10 minutes longer coming this way around. And a lot of that would have been doing 50 mile an hour on the M62 where the roadworks were, when he couldn't see a damn thing. And my view account went to 0. Whose idea was it to drive on the motorway, eh? Tusk, tusk, tusk. There you go. At the end, possibly. here while I switch the camera off. It used to be a petrol station. This used to be my playground, but now it's not. So there you go, thanks for watching, if indeed you still are. And I will see you again fairly shortly as we do another exciting live stream on the PlayStation. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all again. Until then, bye.